News at 10 starts now.
Now at 10, Turkey Day is right around the corner, but if you've been shopping for your Thanksgiving feast, you may be surprised at the prices. Why staples might be costing you more this year.
Plus, the big change has arrived. The 70s long gone, cooler than average weather here to stay. We'll talk about who could see a few flakes this upcoming week.
A memorial in Newtown opened to the public for the first time, commemorating the lives tragically taken away nearly 10 years ago. A bar in Bristol working to support their community 1 month after they lost 2 of their heroes. The Fox 61 News at 10 starts right now. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Carmen Chow. We are 11 days away from Thanksgiving and many of you have probably started to grocery shop for the holiday or are finalizing the shopping list ahead of this week. But what should you anticipate paying for your Thanksgiving feast? Fox 61's Tony Black joins us in the studio after hearing from an international business professor on the cost of Thanksgiving. Tony?
Yeah, Carmen, many of you probably remember the last 2 Thanksgiving grocery shopping seasons saw a lot of empty shelves. This year, fortunately, the shelves are not as bare, but unfortunately, the price you'll pay is likely not going to reflect that.
I already know what I'm making. It's, usual for me, so I go in, grab exactly what I need, head on out the door, so I'm not too worried.
Less than 2 weeks out from Thanksgiving, and many are starting to grab the Thanksgiving staple ingredients from the store shelves to prepare for the big feast. Kristen Von Paternos has desserts and is getting ready to pay more to bake them.
What I'm probably anticipating is it is going to be jacked up a little bit this year, as opposed to other years.
Quinnipiac University international business professor Muhammad Alihi says people will likely spend less because of higher prices. They'll buy fewer items as the cost of goods is up from last year. He also says consumer confidence will impact how much money people cash out at the grocery store.
The price of almost every single item, all grocery items, is all-time high.
One positive thing is the shelves are better stocked than the previous Thanksgiving.
In the last 2 years, there was a shortage of items because of supply chain disruptions. That problem has mostly been taken care of. But now the challenge is the prices are high.
The lack of inventory was a hassle for shoppers trying to find the items they needed to prepare for the November holiday.
Now I'm finding everything that I need, whereas a couple years ago, I was running 2, 3 different grocery stores.
The professor says people spent more in the past 2 years because they had the money saved up during the pandemic to do it. The higher prices, he expects, will dampen customer demand. So where the quantity might not be the problem, the cost will. He says do your research. Stop & Shop is having a sale on Butterball frozen turkeys for $1.49 a pound. Big Y has them for 20 cents more.
Some shops, they would charge higher prices. Some shops, they would charge lower prices. So if you actually shop around, you can still find most of the items, if not all, at a price that is affordable.
The professor says it's possible there are some last-minute deals just the days before Thanksgiving as stores look to get rid of inventory. He says that will be determined by spending in the next few days. However, he does not encourage shoppers to wait, but instead get everything they need as soon as possible. In the studio, Tony Black, Fox 61 News.
All right, good advice for the upcoming holiday. Thanks, Tony. And time now for the weather watch. We woke up to a big change today, a drastic drop in temperatures compared to what we saw this month so far. Let's toss it over to meteorologist Ryan Breton. Ryan, time to crank up that heat again, right?
Yeah, Carmen, today actually warmer than any day this upcoming week, believe it or not. The high 55 in Hartford, 58 in New Haven, a drastic change after being in the 70s the last few days. Right now it's 45 in New Haven, but down to 38 in Waterbury, 42 in Meriden, and 41 degrees in Chester. And through the night, with a clear sky and a calm wind, temperatures will be dropping down into at least the low 30s, but some places will be down in the upper 20s. Torrington, New Milford, most of Litchfield County starting tomorrow morning in the upper 20s, and the cool spots of northeast Connecticut may dip into the upper 20s as well. The low in New Haven tomorrow morning around 36 degrees. This is it for high temperatures tomorrow. Lots of sunshine sunshine, but a chilly northwest breeze. High temperature only 41 in Torrington tomorrow, 46 in Hartford, and 49 degrees in New Haven. So a big change. Now this chilly air will be in place as our next storm system arrives. We'll jump ahead to Tuesday evening. This is 7 o'clock, and notice not far away a rain snow line. Coming up, we'll talk about who could see a few wet snowflakes Tuesday night before an eventual change to rain. We'll see you in a little while with more on that.
Ryan, thank you. It has been nearly 10 years since 20 first graders and 6 educators were killed in the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting. Today, a memorial in Newtown opened to the public for the first time, commemorating the lives tragically taken away. A mother who lost her daughter in 2012 sharing with us what it means to have that space. Situated in the heart of Newtown, this memorial is a fountain engraved with the names of the victims. Those visiting are encouraged to place a candle or a flower to the water, acting as a bridge between the living and those who have passed. For Jennifer Hubbard, it is personal. She lost her daughter, Catherine Violet Hubbard, in the shooting, and she would have turned 16 years old this past June.
A moment in, I think, of all of our history is forever remembered.
Hubbard says her daughter had a love and passion for animals. To carry on that legacy, Hubbard started the 34-acre animal sanctuary open dawn to dusk. It has been her way to still feel her daughter's presence.
She had this need, desire to care for them all. She would collect them, and she would send them off with this beautiful poise and grace.
Now in the midst of a campaign to create 2 buildings, Hubbard's plan is to have programs that will teach people how to care for animals.
We make sure that all humans know how to care for the animals that we share this world with.
The memorial, now an extra quiet space for those to reflect, heal, and love. There was a private dedication for the families yesterday. If you would like to visit and pay your respects, the memorial is located at 28 Riverside Road in Newtown. It was 1 month ago yesterday that Bristol officers Lieutenant Dustin DeMonte and Sergeant Alex Hamzy were shot and killed in the line of duty, and a local bar held a fundraising event tonight to support the cause. Bleachers Bar's general manager says they wanted to raise awareness and bring the community together after the October 12th tragedy. They were hoping to raise a couple $1,000s to donate to the Fallen Officers Fund. All proceeds and money raised are being donated. 4 bands volunteered to perform, and nearly a dozen raffle items were up for grabs, including coolers and cornhole.
It's about bringing back unity to our community. You know, when something kind of tears everyone apart, you want to build back and, you know, get everybody together and bring some type of positive thing at the end of all of this.
Pyro says the loss of the 2 officers and the impact of what happened was felt locally. She says she knew some of those impacted and wants the community to continue showing their support. New tonight, a 79-year-old man was found dead in Glastonbury after his family reported him missing earlier today. Howard Wilms of East Hartford was first reported missing early this morning. Police say there are no signs of criminal activity. The investigation is ongoing. Connecticut Food Share is looking for your help this week as they work to serve families in need this Thanksgiving. The food bank will kick off its Turkey and 40 campaign on Tuesday at their Wallingford headquarters. The effort encourages people to donate a frozen turkey and $40 or whatever you can to help. Donations will help Connecticut Food Share serve neighbors year-round and meet their goal of providing a Thanksgiving meal to more than 50,000 families across the state.
Right now, we estimate there's about 425,000 people here in the state of Connecticut who are food insecure. And that is, again, significantly higher than what it was pre-pandemic. You know, there's a lot of people feeling the pinch. There's a lot of people feeling the pinch of inflation.
Goodwin University is also hosting a turkey drive tomorrow that will benefit Connecticut Food Share. You can drop off donations between 8 a.m. and noon in the parking lot at 167 Riverside Drive in East Hartford. You can find more information about how to help or how to receive help on the links page of our website, fox61.com. One 9-year-old in Newington having his dream come true. Evan wants to be a firefighter when he grows up, and with the help of Make-A-Wish Connecticut and the Newington Volunteer Fire Department, he's now an honorary member of the team. Evan, along with his family, were given a tour of the firehouse plus a ride around town in one of the trucks.